think the guys who laid waste to our fields will be back? We can't even be sure the city is safe.
I heard there's another big conflict over who will secede.
Well, the Emperor has safely fled from Chang'an.
Yes, but he has been forced to ally himself with people of ill repute, having no one else to turn to. It's said that both Li Jue and Guo Shi's men are trying to track him down.
Those two are the fiends who wrought havoc in Chang'an. They're following in Dong Zhuo's wicked ways. I want to do whatever I can to keep His Majesty from falling into their hands. That's what has brought me here, to ask you for advice.
I see. It is only natural that a loyal subject of the Emperor would want to save him from peril. In any case, he is a valuable asset. If he were under our control, we would gain a great deal of power. That would certainly benefit Lord Cao Cao. But he has yet to make a move, since he lacks justification to take the Emperor under his protection.
A lack of justification?
Yes. Placing the Emperor under our control without good reason would make us no different than Dong Zhuo. And if we go down the same path as that man, we are doomed.
It certainly is a complicated situation. I only wish there were some way we could convey our intentions to His Majesty.
This is just a thought, but perhaps we don't need to worry about it too much.
We don't?
What the Emperor desires is a powerful protector. But it can't be some deviant boor like Dong Zhuo. It needs to be someone who will govern competently. At the present moment, Lord Cao Cao is the closest to that ideal. So what if we simply continue to help him gain more power?
I see. His Majesty's eyes will be drawn to us.
Yes, that's the way I see it. So I think our optimal course of action is to simply continue putting forth our best efforts and let fate decide what happens.
We will rescue His Majesty.
So we finally received word.
Yes. Our orders are to eliminate the traitors to the throne and guard the Emperor on his way to the palace in Luoyang.
Well, I'll be damned. This is a cause I can get behind. I can't believe we get to help the Emperor himself.
It shows that Lord Cao Cao's status has risen above that of a mere governor. Heartening indeed.
Cao Cao, we cannot make the slightest mistake here.
Yes. And that's why I will need all of you at your best. We must work together as one to bring the Emperor to safety.
heard there's another big conflict over...
Let's begin.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Now go. We have but one goal. We must overcome all obstacles to save the Emperor. I'm counting on you all, my wise and courageous warrior.
It seems Li Jue's forces are pursuing the Emperor.
The enemy officer
Hurry to his rescue.
Our task is to capture enemy bases. Clear the path to Luoyang and welcome the Emperor there. We're dealing with royalty, so let's get this done quick. All right, let's move out. Begin the advance. Arrogant fools!
The enemy officer
Claim the throne for yourselves.
has been defeated.
We'll face Xi Huan instead. Hold out for much longer.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. Let's go. Time to act. Choosing solitude on the battlefield. We must be good. Let us fight! This is the fate of all who oppose me. No choice but to retreat.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This even matched. Push harder to gain the advantage.
We saw this victory before it even happened. We are grateful for your aid, but who on earth?
We are in the service of Lord Cao Cao. We received the Emperor's call for aid and have come to offer our assistance.
So you're second staff's trustworthy vassals. What a welcome turn of events. Take this! All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We end this here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight. Enemies in the near vicinity have been dealt with. Lord Cao Cao, your aid has been most welcome.
Well, we have rescued the Emperor. Now, we just need to get him out of here safely.
I'm the Emperor! None have reached Luoyang yet!
And there are the pursuers. Right on cue. We should leave right away.
Looking rough. We cannot allow any harm to come to the Emperor. Could we not try traveling the path with as few enemy forces as possible? All my might!
The enemy holds a strong position here.
Take this!
We'll just have to go around it.
Starting to get fatigued. At this rate. Prepare yourselves.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An opening.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Forgive me for imposing on you in such a manner. I am ready to face any punishment.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep up the pace!
Let's go.
This is tough, no matter how you slice it. The time is right. Go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep that going!
Once again, we must choose a passage here. Now, how do things look up ahead? Good. Their defenses are weak here. That means we'll be able to take the shortest route to Luoyang.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Halt! We're taking the Emperor with us.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
working hard to set a good
The enemy
example
officer.
for everyone else.
Been defeated. We have repelled the pursuers. Now, let us make haste in our advance.
I think the time has come to employ a little trap. Commence the advance.
Now that we've come this far, Luoyang is but a stone's throw away. We should keep moving.
You thought you could just walk away with the Emperor? You'll never escape us.
All units, charge! Secure the Emperor before they enter Luoyang!
Betray. I never expected him to command such a force. I must urge the Emperor to enter Luoyang immediately. We must be a shield to buy time for the Emperor to escape. All units, assemble before Hulao Gate.
Now. I'm raring to go.
Stay out of our way! The Emperor belongs to us!
I can't let you go any further. Orders from above, you see. So do me a favor and stop where you are.
Now we've got you! Hand over the Emperor!
The enemy officer has been defeated. It is futile to fight against an army of this size. Now, Your Majesty, if you would kindly place yourself back under our protection.
The only choice we have is to defeat them head-on. Go now, my fiercest warriors! Slaughter the beasts that pursue the Emperor!
There is no end to them. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
All my might!
Don't do something soon. They'll overwhelm us.
How will they attempt to harm me? What madness! This is it! This is the path Your Majesty wishes to take.
I shall clear the way!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is the fate of all who oppose me. Can't hold them back anymore.
We are the rightful guardians of the Emperor. We will not allow you to take him from us.
Let's go.
Let's end this.
You can handle this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I won't forget this.
I can't. The enemy officer has been defeated. Hardly be more ideal. I'll give it 100% as well.
Fight against such a force without fear. What commendable courage.
I can't believe this! The enemy officer has been defeated.
You sure know how to fight. Let's go.
Oh, so you've come to stop me. Well, it matters not. I'll make this quick.
With all my might.
I expect
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Well, I did what I was told to do. As long as I don't get an earful later, it's all the same to me.
My blade is guided by unshakable loyalty. Traitors and infidels are no match for my resolve.
Impressive. A soldier quite unlike any other. With a straight and sturdy blade sharpened to perfection. Your Majesty, I am glad to see you are unharmed. I, Cao Cao, shall protect you from here on out. His Majesty will now be able to rest easy within Luoyang. Thank you for all your efforts.
What did you say? You wish to have me placed under your protection?
The ruined Luoyang is in a pitiful state, is it not?
So, you would use me as your political puppet? Like Dong Zhou, then Li Jue and Gou Shi, like the territorial beasts of the world?
As you say. The greed of man throws order into chaos. breeds all the strife we face in this world. Even so, those lacking desire lose sight of their path, of how to live. What we need are laws and systems to regulate such desires. Strength to safeguard such statutes and amend any unrest. And at the zenith of this structure, we need you, Your Majesty, as a symbol most sacrosanct.
Cao Cao. What is it you...
A new world. Be that as it may, for the sake of one's ambitions, one must eradicate those standing in the way, or face being eradicated. This is the path I, Cao Cao, dare to walk. The path of absolute rule.
Cao Cao has decided on his goal and gained the means to fulfill it. With pure reason as his guiding principle, he aims to control the land. However, so steadfast is his dedication to this principle that he risks eliminating not only corruption, but compassion as well. His path will be a trying one. If his conquest is to succeed, countless lives will be lost. Guardian of Peace. If you believe that Cao Cao is the hero that will bring an end to the chaos, then walk alongside him.
We're coming in.
We have something really important to discuss. It's about your future with us and our Lord.
As I'm sure you've heard, Cao Cao has made the decision to bring the Emperor to you. This will be a great step forward on his path to supremacy. We know what steps we must take from here on out. All that's left now is to take them. So, how about it? Will you tread this path with us?
You are wasted as a mere hired hand. Enter the service of Lord Cao Cao officially so that we can build a powerful new kingdom. Now, I really shouldn't be the one to say this, but the path our Lord has chosen will not be easy. We will likely have to fight all sorts of rivals along the way. I suppose that's what it takes to rule by the sword. That's why having you with us would be so reassuring. More than anything, we would hate to see a friend among the ranks of our enemies.
Nevertheless, this decision will affect your future. So will you join us or not? Think carefully before making your choice. You will. Cao Cao will be pleased to hear that.
All right. Then we should deliver the news to our lord right away. But really, it pleases me greatly to have you join us. You won't regret it.
Having you under Cao Cao's command will lift some of the weight off my shoulders. I'm counting on you.
Cao Cao rose above his many rival warlords to gain control over the imperial throne. He made great efforts to establish a new regime centered on Shu. In the face of this, Yuan Shao and the other powerful clans could not remain docile, and their ambitions were soon laid bare. Elsewhere, Sun Ce worked with Zhou Yu on a plan to gain independence from Yuan Shu. In their youthful eyes, possibilities seemed to stretch out all the way to the horizon. Although Liu Bei had now allied with the peerless warrior Louis Bu, he fell into doubt, unable to decide on the path he should take. With the entire land facing great uncertainty, its heroes also stood at a crossroads. Chapter 4. Sun Ce rises up in Jiangdong. Liu Bei faces a quandary in Qiapei. Cao Cao fights a decisive battle at Guandu.
Allow me to welcome you again.
Here, here. You've already done so much to help us. I'm glad you decided to formally join our forces.
Agreed. I just wish we could find more people like you.
On the one hand, you are valuable to us simply for your excellent abilities as a warrior. Yet, your versatility is what makes you special. And so I will not give you any strict orders. You can do as you see fit. Very well, then. Use your gifts to soar through the battlefield like a Luan.
Dian Wei, don't you think you're working too hard? You'll collapse if you don't take a moment to rest once in a while.
Ha! Don't worry, Shu Chu. I can handle it. Neither of us came from renowned families. So we need to work hard just to prove ourselves. Right, Yue Jin?
Yes. I was a mere record keeper before my promotion. Now I have to keep striving to live up to his lordship's high expectations.
And you're one to talk, Shu Chu. You've been working from dawn until dusk as well.
Well, I've lived in a village my whole life. But now we're trying to cultivate fields across the realm. There's a lot of work to do.
It seems we are all in agreement. I hear that your circumstances are similar to mine. I am new here, and know little of what has passed. I imagine Lord Cao Cao must have recruited you for your particular skills. I thought so. I saw you fight at Hulao Gate and was most impressed. His lordship has an amazing knack for finding talented men like yourself and giving them roles where they can shine. He is not swayed by reputation or accomplishments. He simply assesses each warrior's might and each strategist's shrewdness.
Yes. If he hadn't taken notice of me, I'd have remained in the infantry. I may never have had a chance to prove myself.
That's why we must work harder than ever. If we let up, we might end up disgracing our lord.
Right. It's going to take a lot of sweat and toil to get to where we want to go. But we owe it to him to throw ourselves into it.
Now, let's discuss what to do about Louis Bu.
He has fled from Puyang, and now seeks shelter under Liu Bei, who in terms of military strength alone, is no real threat to us.
But what's concerning is the growing number of elite warriors who have gathered to serve him out of admiration for his character. While we could have easily dealt with each of them individually, now that so many of them are allied together,
I am of the same opinion. Especially noteworthy are Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, Liu Bei's two fiercest officers.
Then, our aim should be to destroy their unity.
It is Liu Bei himself that binds them all together. He is widely respected as a benevolent man. Most would be honored to serve him. But as we know, Louis Bu is ambitious, perhaps too ambitious to remain in anyone's service for long.
Then, we ought to have Liu Bei sent to eliminate Yuan Shu by imperial decree. If we can force Louis Bu and Liu Bei into a conflict, both will take heavy losses.
Would you elaborate on your reasoning, Lord Shunyu?
We shall take advantage of Liu Bei's virtuous nature. From what I understand, he is not the type to turn down people's requests. If he receives orders from the Emperor, he is certain to comply. And once he leads his forces away, Xiaopei will no longer be adequately defended. Chengong would not miss the opportunity to capture it.
Yuan Shu and Liu Bei are among our biggest threats. If they destroy each other, it would be a big help. Lord Shunyu, you're being surprisingly ruthless. Are we to assume this is all for the sake of a peaceful future?
His lordship has set his sights on conquering the entire realm. If I am to assist him in that goal, I too must be willing to make hard choices.
Lord Shunyu, that is...
I admit I have my own thoughts on the matter, but I will recommend to Lord Cao Cao that an imperial decree be issued.
I see. Liu Bei would certainly become a threat with Louis Bu in his ranks. I will propose to the Emperor that Yuan Shu be hunted down.
Thank you, my lord.
The situation is concerning, even supposing that we manage to take care of Louis Bu and Liu Bei. Yuan Shao battles with Gong Sun San in Yo to the north, and tensions are rising in Jing to the south.
Yuan Shao is the one we should be most wary of. Gong Sun Zan is doing well defending against him, but Yuan Shao now controls most of Hebei, so it is only a matter of time. Yuan Shao will win eventually.
And when he does, his forces will be further bolstered by citizens from Yo province and the remnants of Gong Sun Zan's army. After that, he will set his sights on us. Or to be more precise, on the Emperor in the capital.
So what do we do? Ally with Gongsun San and take him on? It'll take a significant amount of our manpower to overturn Gongsun San's unfavorable odds.
Agreed. And if he were to win, we would end up as enemies before long. I think we should hold back and look for a way to weaken both parties.
Yen Wei, what do you think?
Me? I have nothing to contribute to a discussion on strategy.
If we never bring in new voices to our discussions, our strategies will become predictable. It can be useful to hear candid opinions from someone like you sometimes.
If you put it that way, well, in my opinion, the most important thing in any war is to protect whatever you value the most. I would advise that we stay put and protect the Emperor and the capital. And while Yuan Shao and Gongsun San are fighting, we can build up our strength.
A sound strategy, as I'd expect from you, Lord Yanwei. I think that may just be the best course of action. At the same time, we need to ensure that we're not dragged into the conflict, for one reason or another.
We ought to eliminate the possibility of Yuan Shao finding some excuse to attack us. One way might be to cede him the rank of Grand General, which His Majesty bestowed on Lord Cao Cao just recently.
That wouldn't be right, surely. Yuan Shao is not worthy of it for one, and it was the Emperor's decision.
An interesting stratagem. His pride will not allow him to attack someone he's indebted to. The rank of Grand General is a mere formality. I have no qualms about giving it up.
Well then, it seems we have decided on our strategy with respect to Louis Bu, Yuan Shu, Liu Bei, Yuan Shao, and Gongsun Zhen.
That leaves one other major matter. What to do about Jing Province. Zhang Ji, who took the city of Nanyang in Jing, has fallen. Now his successor, Zhang Xiu, is in rivalry with Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's forces far outnumber those of Shang Xu, stationed in Wan Castle. I believe we should take Nanyang, an ally with Liu Biao.
Then let us try that. We will face Zhang Xu next. Go and make preparations for battle.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
Excellent.
Now that I'm a father myself,
How fun! Do you mind?
Sounds like fights.
Well, Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
I used to be a Yellow Turban, just like Zhou Tsang. I've seen how strong he is firsthand.
some medicine when I got hurt. And even patted my head.
You seem to be in rather high spirits. Oh, yes. Might you remember what I said to you before? You are no one, so you can yet be someone. And you can be someone, and yet you are still no one. Does that ring true to you? Ah, excellent. I knew my faith in you was not ill-placed. What you choose will, in turn, be who you become. That's what I wanted to say. Right now, you're figuring out the path you should take. It's plain to see on your face. The path you ought to take. Oh, no. I'm afraid I was giving advice beyond my station. For what kind of person am I? What kind of person will I become? I have no right to speak of such things to others while I myself remain unsure. Well, it is a shameful thing. A further loss of face. Now you're the one encouraging me. Each time we interact, I walk away feeling energized anew. Now, I've no excuse to avoid putting my all into the matters ahead.
Now that I'm a father myself. I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Yeah, that's right.
Best keep up with your weapon maintenance. You're entrusting your life to them.
Lord Wangaya.
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price we shall pay in lost trade if we are defeated.
our allies. Concentrate our forces. Begin advancing.
An opening. Counterattack. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ha! Way to stick it to them! Time for me to let loose! Let's march!
Looking rough.
Obliterate you!
Have some nerve. I'll make it my duty to put them down. Now, we march at once!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
That one would put up a good fight for sure. I'm gonna go see for myself. Time to act. Begin advancing. All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough.
The damned rampage stops now!
An opening. Now. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Let's go.
Obliterate you!
An opening.
How's this? Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Opening.
Looking rough.
Time to act. How could I? The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Plenty of marshes and rivers around here, so you get people falling in from time to time.
go. Advance! All of you, follow me! Let's march! Bolster our defenses! We cannot hand over this position! An opening
Good eye! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time to go in the offensive. Get ready, everyone! An opening!
Put up a good fight for
The enemy
sure.
officer.
I'm gonna go see for myself.
Let's go.
Connor.
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
Rough. We see it all. Looking rough.
Let's get serious.
Whoa, gotta be quicker than that. Looking rough.
Bear with me. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. Is that it? Let's go. I've been waiting for this. Whoa.
There we go.
That one would put up the enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm gonna go see for myself.
Whoa.
Is that it?
go! Get ready to be brought down. Got you! Take this! Rush with all my might! Together this is my power!
Well done! Most impressive!
Count on it all. Now! Rush! Coming at ya! Easy. Take this! Good eye! The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. Take that!
Lord Eugene is way too strict.
It's an honor to... If I'm... Even with such an eminent family...
Ah, you're here. The scars left by the Weebu's assault.
Lord Shunyo becomes a different...
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price...
More and more people are losing their families as they...
Lords Guan Yu and Jiang Fei are amazing, aren't they?
The scars left by the Weebu's assault truly... Good.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Interesting. To initiate such a plan under those conditions. Your keen insight never ceases to amaze me. Oh, if it's praise you want, it's praise you will get. Where to start? Your extraordinary ability to read the battlefield is a rare gift. It is a great honor to witness your skills in action. Having an accurate perception of your own abilities is very important, especially knowing what happens when you attempt feats beyond them. I am sure you are aware that I am in the service of Lord Yuan Shao. He has of late come to be called the most powerful leader in the land. In the past, he has followed a typical path to power, achieving victories reliably through acquiring more resources than his enemies. But now, it's as if he is trying to become greater than the sum of his abilities. Perhaps he feels the urgent need to stand taller than his rivals. To pick fruit higher up the Tree of War, he does not use a ladder, but has begun the construction of a tower of great height and dubious stability. As someone in his service, I find this situation most vexing. Certainly you can understand my misgivings. Yes. He has managed to use his family name to intimidate rivals and consolidate his victories. But it cannot last much longer. A victory gained without wisdom and strength can be easily taken away. Because war is the great clash of human potential, and the ephemeral spark of that moment in history is what captures the hearts of men. I hadn't considered it. But wouldn't that take me further away from the battlefield? At any rate, speaking with you has lifted my spirits. It is always a pleasure, even if the subject matter is not. If, perchance, my ideal battlefield did exist somewhere in this world, I believe that it might be next to you. Would you welcome such an event? Take responsibility? Are you trying to lure me away from my lord? If that is your intention, by all means, please do it. I can see that you mean what you say. But for now, let us keep the proper distance from each other, as servants of different masters. One day, on the battlefield of my dreams, we will stand together as allies. Until that day. Yes.
Without delay! Begin the advance! Now! Don't give this place up to the enemy! Tighten those defenses!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'll go after them. Their damned rampage stops now! I shall put an end to you with my intellect!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must fall back.
You've done very well. It's good to know I can count on you. You seem to have recovered. Even so, the next steps will be crucial.
We cannot succeed.
The enemy officer,
not without
has been defeated. Let's go.
Looking rough.
Is that it? Whoa. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Is that it? Let's go.
Good fight for sure. Whoa. I'm gonna go see for myself.
Take this! No good.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You dare to come out here alone? I'll make you regret that decision. Take this.
Take this!
Goner.
Take this.
Time to end this. Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Not many people can read and write.
Get out of the way, Zuluan. Listen to us. It has to be done for the sake of the village.
What is this? What's going on?
Bailuan. And you're here too, Chuha.
Does the village chief know what you're trying to do?
He does. The child they brought here is related to those rebels, the ones being hunted down by the Han. If the Han find out we're harboring the blood of traitors, we'll be considered traitors too. But Zuluan...
Zuluan. Please, just hear him out. That child...
No, stay as you are, Zuluan. Have you all forgotten our duty? We are bound to bring peace to the realm, to protect it. We are not here to serve the Han, least of all when it would require handing over an innocent child to be put to the sword.
We know that. But if we don't give them this child, every man and woman in this village will suffer the same fate.
So instead of doing what's right, you'd rather live in a world where the Han can kill anyone who disobeys them? Listen to me, all of you. There was once a hermit who helped Emperor Gaozu found the Han Dynasty. That hermit was our forefather, the original Guardian of Peace. His goal was to find those who possessed the right qualities and teach them how to preserve peace in the realm. It was never to submit to the whims of a dying kingdom, to slaughter the weak and those deemed enemies by virtue of their birth. The Han is in its death throes. It cannot be saved, not by us, nor anyone. Now is the time to stand up against it, to fulfill our true duty as guardians of peace. We must find the hero of this age, and bring peace back to this land. Come, let us talk to the chief. Together, we can decide what should be done.
Storm clouds are gathering.
and the sky is growing dark. I always knew it wouldn't end with the village's destruction. Ziluan, this is your last chance to turn back. This may sound strange coming from the one who set you on this path, but what awaits you is likely a past better left forgotten. I won't force you to do anything that you don't want to, least of all for my benefit. So your resolve remains unshaken. You are truly a strong man, Ziluan. Truth be told, sometimes I wonder if I've done the right thing. Perhaps it would have been better if your past had stayed forgotten. And yet, I couldn't help but try to achieve something my father never could. I thought that perhaps then I could finally claim to have surpassed my father, the man they called a saint. In the end, this has all been for my own selfish ends. Forgive me. Maybe it would have been better if you had never met me. Still, it's you who wants to confront your past. I set you on that course, and I cannot turn away from you now. This is my responsibility, and I will not abandon it. Right.
Not many people can read it.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Thank you.
Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, but the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Juha, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you, once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan, thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, there was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place. Wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Yeah.
Not many people can read Amber.
We too serve as the fangs and claws of the tiger. You do well to...
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Huh? Thank you.
Bailuan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Juha, you can't...
Please, Bailuan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Ziluan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Juha, wait! Foolish girl! Ziluan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
Juha entrusted you with her dream. She knew she would never be able to realize that dream. Yet she believed he would make it come to pass. Perhaps my father believed something similar. But Juha survived, and she appeared before you. Does that mean... No. He couldn't. Things are drawing to a close, Ziluan. And I will be at your side until the end. Yeah.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make that their weapon. Even with such an eminent family.
Hey, you came as promised. It can be busy during war councils, but the rest of the time it's very quiet. Perfect for reading. Here, I have the text that you asked for last time. You have a good eye. I'm impressed. This is some fascinating stuff. Come on now. Surely you had realized. Anyway, it's great to be studying in a place like this. I believe a broad knowledge base will be necessary in the future. And studying with others helps you see things from other perspectives. With our Lord on the cusp of rising to power and quelling the turmoil, he'll need people that can help him govern in times of peace. I think if we keep studying together, we can be of use to him. Besides that, all kinds of knowledge can have value on the battlefield. That goes for intuition too, which many say I excel in. Oh, you think so? I'm not just talking nonsense? Do you know what happens when intuition strikes? All your accumulated knowledge comes together and provides you with a solution. Which is all well and good. But what use is that if you don't have time to implement it? In moments like that, I always feel self-loathing. And then I keep looking back on what happened, trying to figure out what I should have done. But I've not let you speak at all. I'm sorry. Thank you. Hearing that you're interested pleases me to no end. So, I should tell you. To be honest, I really just want to be close to you. All these things I've been saying are just pretext for that. Having you alongside me on the battlefield doesn't suffice. I want us to be like partners, striving in our studies together. Maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I have a feeling that things are going to go our way.
Lord Eugene is way too...
What does peace even...
Right. Yes.
I heard Lord Salton.
What do you...
May I have a moment? It is truly fortunate for us to meet again. I must ask your forgiveness for the last time we met, when I simply stole your sage advice and fled. That was nothing short of insolent. For that, I must apologize. After all, it is thanks to you that I am here, serving under Lord Cao Cao's command. Surprisingly so. In fact, he saw the warrior in me and took me in, despite our former opposition. Counting on Lord Cao Cao was the right thing to do. You can see in his eyes that his ambitions do not waver. And I have you to thank for showing me the way. Words cannot express my gratitude. I hope to dedicate myself to this land and to our leader. I shall continue to better myself so that I may help Lord Cao Cao on the way towards his total conquest. I appreciate your advice. I will say that I am but a newcomer, and still in the midst of training. But if I may, I wish to cherish my friendship with you, as comrades on a path to bettering ourselves. I thank you, and hope for your guidance. Oh.
We must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Start the advance!
Curtain draws here! The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious.
Looking rough. Let's go. Situation. The enemy officer has been defeated. I thank you.
You're here again? You really are fond of Lord Eugene working you to the bone, aren't you?
Are you going to tell me that your support of Lord Cao Cao is based solely on a desire for limitless training under Lord Eugene?
There might actually be something in that. People are starting to hail Lord Eugene's training as the most severe in the land. Anyone with a taste for that kind of thing would do whatever they could for more, eh?
All right, let's get through this session. Remember, every bit leaves us stronger. If you want to increase your chances of survival on a real battlefield, intense training like this is more effective than an easy battle.
No private conversations. I've told you more times than I can count to be in formation when the session starts. As punishment, you'll have an additional 1,000 practice swings before we start.
Are you serious? Forget the battlefield. We won't even survive this.
Don't talk back. It's only going to get us additional drills.
Back again. You'll receive no special treatment. You do understand that, right? I wonder how long you'll be able to keep that composure up. If you've forgotten the severity of my sessions, you'll soon remember. Time to commence the drills. Prepare yourselves. You remain as unafraid of me as ever. Despite how people usually end up after repeat sessions with me. Systematic order restricts individual freedom in order to make it possible to operate as a unit. And so, you can make assumptions regarding soldiers' responses. If anything, it's better that I be feared and detested. A drop in discipline results in distracted soldiers, so yes, I will accept their hatred if my training saves their lives. Soldiers are best poised for survival when order and discipline are sound and effective. That's what being a unit means. The reason I serve under Lord Cao Cao is because his beliefs closely align with my own. So, do not worry about me. This is my place. You too will be well served by allowing the hardships here to mold you.
Let's go.
Let's go. Stay in formation. March forward.
Got this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That one put up a good fight for sure. I'm gonna go see for myself. They're fighting over there? Don't think I'll let you guys have all the fun. Begin advancing. Now.
Oh, we're back on even footing. Now we can really show them what we're made of.
This is starting to go poorly for us. There must be some means to recover.
An open The enemy officer has been defeated.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Let's go.
Did I think this...
The enemy officer has been defeated. I've been waiting on this.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Let's go. Here's the resistance is futile.
Sorry, but your help is needed here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Over you here. Well done. Most impressive.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Oh, just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand. Demonstrate.
Let's go.
Fight is glorious! Stupendous!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Where did I go wrong?
Let's go.
This area is mine! Get ready to be brought down!
Let's go.
I'm making my way up! Take this!
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
Die!
Turn the table.
I have conquered this area.
We seem to have gained the upper hand. Tide is turning in our favor.
Prepare for hand axe!
Head in! Honor a seat! All my might!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Take that!
That's an officer? You must be kidding! All my might!
This territory, the enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking.
Lord Zuluan has it.
Right at the same time, huh? This place is the best. Lord Cao Cao gave me some money when I told him I was planning on eating with you. Eat up and prepare for tomorrow, he said. He's just the best, don't you think? That's a lord I'm glad to serve. Right, right. And he recognizes anyone who does good work. Like the other day, he was in a pinch, and I managed to protect him without getting a single scratch on him. Then he gave me this great position, telling me I should stick around more. I mean, I was thrilled, but I couldn't help but worry about it. Well, I haven't been able to tend to my fields for a while now. And at this rate, there won't be enough of a harvest to fill everyone's bellies. But my job is to protect Lord Cao Cao, you know? So I got stuck worrying about which ought to be more important. And I figured getting Lord Cao Cao to the top has got to be the priority. Because if anyone can create a world where everyone can eat
it'd be him. So, if I can protect him, more people can eat. I don't know. Am I making sense? Yeah? Well, if you think so, it must be true. Still, I want to do as much as I can in the fields, too. I'll make sure to slide some of the produce your way.
What does peace even look like?
Lord Eugene is way too...
Thank you for responding to my call. I would like to talk with you, if you don't mind. Well, I've been thinking of ending my record-keeping work. I wanted your opinion, which is why I wrote to you. Thanks to your cooperation, I've managed to collect a lot of battle records. And in the meantime, I volunteered on a number of battlefields and have gained some experience as an officer. Now that I have other duties to attend to, I find that I don't have the time to keep records. If I keep on like this, I will fail at both duties. It is not in my nature to do any less than my utmost. I feel it is right to hand my duties as record keeper over to someone new and inexperienced, as I used to be. As reluctant as I am to admit it, perhaps the time has come for me to permanently trade my brush for a sword. So my question is, will you join me in this next adventure? Really? Thank you! I was worried that giving up my role as a record keeper would make it more difficult to start a conversation with you. Anyway, this may have been a short discussion, but that's all I wish to say for now. How about we train together? Let us race one another to the training ground. I hope we can continue challenging each other until the day our Lord's vision is realized.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan Shu. Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan Shu.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule, for my family.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
What a shame. Zhang Shu's forces have surrendered. You'll have to wait a while longer to show off your new garb on the battlefield. The difference in our forces is too great. Zhang Shu must have realized that they could never win. On the other hand, one must admire their quick judgment. They would have been a difficult adversary if we had ended up in battle. Right now, Zhang Shu should be on his way to see Cao Cao. We will receive more instructions soon.
Thank you again, Lord Cao Cao.
There is no need to thank me. In fact, I should be thanking you for your wisdom.
That is gracious of you to say.
while we have the chance, we wish to make a proposal. In honor of this agreement, what say we celebrate with a feast at our expense? Of course, it won't be as sophisticated as perhaps you're used to. Nevertheless, we wish to show you our goodwill.
Well, we could use some merriment. Will you also allow us officers to attend?
Regretfully, I do not think we could manage a gathering as large as that. The banquet will have to be for a select few only. Otherwise, Wan Castle's provisions would quickly run out. Besides, we don't want a repeat of the incident at Hongmun. We simply wish for Lord Cao Cao to enjoy our finest wine.
That is enough, Jia Shu. But let me be upfront about the circumstances. Of course, not much time has passed since we were enemies. We will therefore send all our soldiers away from the castle to ensure the banquet passes without incident.
Very well. Guo Jia, I will accept their hospitality. There is much to discuss, and this would be a good opportunity for that.
But we cannot allow you to go alone, Lord Cao Cao. Take Lord Dian Wei and the others as an escort.
Very well, I will. The rest of you will need to remain outside the castle for a while.
There you are. Forget what I said earlier. You're about to fight your first battle as an officer of Cao Cao. Zhang Shu's surrender was a ruse. He sent all of his forces at Wan Castle to attack. We don't know if Cao Cao is safe, but he should still be in the castle. Although Dian Wei's group is guarding him, he was still reckless.
He must have thought that this was the only way to find out what Zhang Shu was up to.
What he's up to?
He may already have made peace with Liu Biao, and maybe Yuan Shu, and Liu Bei too. By heading deep into the enemy's territory, Lord Cao Cao would be able to quickly find out the truth of the matter for himself.
It'll be in vain if he pays for the knowledge with his life. I suppose you didn't expect Zhang Shu to be so bold.
Only he would know. Either way, this will not be a straightforward battle. Zhang Shu's forces may have further tricks up their sleeves. We'll need to remain on guard.
Me here. I suppose our victory is all but assured.
Until Lord Cao Cao has escaped, I will not fall even as life leaves my body. I, Dian Wei, shall show what a true warrior is made of.
I will live and make good on my escape. Dian Wei, your sacrifice shall not be in vain. This I swear.
In the event of an emergency, we are to meet at the Eastern Gate. Lord Cao Cao and Lord Dian Wei are also aware of this. While our forces subdue the enemy officer, we shall move to offer aid. That way, we can move swiftly and adapt to any scenario.
Time to advance!
Not fight our way through these numbers.
We will draw the enemy's attention. Find an unguarded one and escape through there.
Thank you.
I see it.
The plan went off without a hitch. Now may we gnash at Cao Cao's unguarded throat.
prevents both progress and retreat.
Turn the table. The eastern battlefield is shifting. It seems that Lord Cao Cao is safe. Come now.
The enemy officer
Now, let us do what we can. Observe the situation and quash any threats to Lord Cao Cao.
Time to advance! Take that! Let's go! An opening! A little rash to be charging it alone for the sake of valor. Just want to die.
Even things out, I see. While I appreciate them, I'd like to see us push harder.
Now, time to act. All my might.
I hope this surprises you.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
To my power. This territory is out.
Forces from outside the castle. He's fighting to keep me alive. Such, I must survive.
Good. That's one threat off the table. Let us hurry after Lord
The
Cao
enemy
Cao
officer
and
has been
continue
defeated.
providing backup.
This amount of resistance was to be expected. Now then, it is about time for the next step.
We are the army of Liu Biao, governor of Jing. We have come to fell the villainous Cao Cao. Cao Cao is on the ramparts. Archers, loose! Let's get serious. Take this. All my might.
Zhang Xu,
The enemy
Liu
officer
Biao, have joined forces, as we suspected. This will not end so easily.
Time to advance.
I hope this surprises you.
The enemy's movements indicate that Cao Cao must be fleeing west. We shall follow in his tracks. But nothing.
One man do all this? Possessed by a demon. I use my strength to enforce my lord's will. I will not fail. Not ever!
Cao Cao's cohorts and guards are formidable. Be that as it may, this is still within expectations. It's about time for the next step.
Lord Zhang Xu bade us to take over the enemy bases.
Let us go! We'll show them the might of Liu Biao's forces.
The enemy officer
Begin advancing.
has been defeated.
Enemy reinforcements are heading to our base.
The enemy officer
We will be undone
has been defeated.
if they gain a foothold. We must stop them.
Time to advance.
We must take down the foes to the rear and save Cao Cao. This will be more difficult than I'd wagered.
So this is the end for me. Uncle, I hope you shall remain
The enemy officer has been defeated.
all my might. Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Blast! They unleash trick after nasty trick. Upon us.
Given the situation, Lord Cao Cao should be able to head westward, capture the northwest stronghold, and raise ladders on the ramparts.
Time to advance.
Such incredible skill. I cannot tear my eyes away from you.
Who's that? I've lost count already.
Our hard work has borne fruit. Now we can show what we're truly capable of.
How many was that? I've lost count already. What's going on? Failed to bring down one man with these numbers. You lack my resolve. That's why.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
More than to see Lord Cao Cao's
This
glorious
territory
kingdom.
is
I'll
ours.
give everything I have to make that happen.
The ladders are ready? Then, let us open up a path for Lord Cao Cao.
Believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Whoa. Let's go.
How many was that? I've lost count already.
Perhaps we can escape the castle from here.
We've rendezvoused with Cao Cao. We will now head south to put some distance between us and this battle.
Let's go.
Father, I fear I cannot stay with you to the end.
Cao Cao, please hear. There's no future for us. After him. Do not let him escape. Begin advancing.
You're unharmed, right? Cao Cao.
Indeed.
Now.
can walk that far, I suppose you're fine.
You won't escape, Cao Cao. Your destiny ends here.
Young Shu, you have great talent. It truly is a shame you stand against me. Still, I will allow no one to stand in the way of my destiny.
Now, our units, attack! How much of a monster he is! These numbers, surely! Bring it on! I'll take you all on at once!
I shall put an end to you with my intellect! Behold my power!
You appear when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
Encountering me is the worst thing that could have happened to you.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
Take this! Let's go!
Whoa, gotta be quicker.
Take this!
I hope I can meet expectations. But now, you'll accept this one. You'll accept this one,
Afford to fall here.
That was close.
You're finally here. Sorry for the trouble.
Shall we get serious? I hope this surprises you. I hope this surprises I do hope you'll be satisfied.
That did not go as planned.
Victory is sweet.
I must try again later.
There we go!
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated. With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Fall back.
Cao Cao still lives. This rate, I won't be able to show my face to Lord Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's reinforcements are quite sizable. Taking them down would deal a solid blow to him. Lord Cao Cao has sacrificed much for this outcome.
Take this. Hold my power.
All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Pulling back for now.
I've been waiting for this.
None other could accomplish such feats. Continue to perform in this manner.
Let's go. Bring them down.
And now,
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight.
Ah, that was an impressive effort. I enjoy just watching you out there.
Now,
I shall not lament or stop moving forward.
nor will I dwell on the past. That is the path to domination.
Go on ahead, my lord. And don't look back, no matter what.
Very well. I'm counting on you. Dian Wei.
Dian Wei. I knew this might happen, but it is devastating all the same.
For not only Dian Wei, but even the young lord and his men to have perished, our losses this time have been severe.
But we have subjugated Jiangsu and gained a foothold in Jing province. Though the price we have paid is great, what we have gained is equally significant.
Cao Cao, you... Dian Wei was a warrior like no other, and your own son. Both of them have given their lives for you.
What of it? Do you remember what I said when my father died? We cannot allow anger or grief to get in the way of our progress. That is our conviction.
My lord.
To conquer a world in chaos, one must sacrifice lives as well as take them. If we dwell on each loss, we would slow to a standstill. We must focus on our vision for the future of the realm. Not even my own life is too precious to be lost in pursuit of our goal. That is how we repay the loss of life.
All that's left is to decide their fate. What do you think, Cao Cao?
Not executing them would be sure to anger those who served Dian Wei and your son.
Shichu, what do you think?
Huh? Me? Well, there's no way I'd forgive Dian Wei's killers. Then again, he had great respect for how you never let emotions cloud your judgment. I fought against you in Yu province and killed many of your troops. But still, you said that you needed my skills and let me live.
I understand. These men killed my most trusted retainer, and drove me to the brink of defeat and death. There is no doubting their abilities. I will allow them to serve my cause.
So, you will show us mercy?
Mercy to you? No. I simply think it would be a waste not to utilize your talents. You must continue to be of use to me. Otherwise, I will dispose of you. That is all.
Truly impressive.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.